New at noon today, Louisville Metro Police are giving us more information as to why they decided to hand down felony charges to the 87 protesters who are outside A.G. Cameron's Louisville home. First, LMPD says the felony charge of intimidating a participant in a legal process is defined by Kentucky law as, quote, when by the use of force or a threat directed to a person he believes to be a participant in the legal process, he or she influences or attempts to influence the testimony, vote, decision, or opinion of that person. Force, by definition, can be actual or implied and is the power, violence, or pressure directed against a person. Entry into the ground of another without consent is an example of implied force. LMPD says protesters were heard on the live stream saying they would burn down A.G. Cameron's home if they do not get what they want.
We don't get it! Burn it down! We don't get it! Burn it down! We don't get it! Burn it down!
Police say when protesters got to A.G. Cameron's house, they entered his yard without consent, searched through his windows, and occupied the street. LMPD says they confirmed with A.G. Cameron's security team that the protesters were not invited. Officers say they warned protesters that they'd face criminal charges if they did not leave the yard. They say despite those warnings, dozens of protesters went back to the yard and refused to leave before chanting again they would burn it down if they did not get what they wanted.
When you get to the area, while you're waiting, you call in, just say St. Albert, it's $13.95 your yard, and that's what you say.
LMPD says they took all of these actions by the protesters to mean a threat of violence toward A.G. Cameron, which is why they charged them with the felony charge of intimidating a participant in a legal process. However, when we asked U of L professor of law Sam Marcosin about the charge yesterday, he called it outrageous.
It's a violation of their constitutional rights to free speech and petitioning the government, completely contrary to the language of the statute. So it's going to cost every taxpayer in Jefferson County money to pay the settlements for the violation of their civil rights.
Protesters we talked with as they left jail yesterday say they agree.
Shame on you for putting all these outrageous charges on us and charging us with felonies, but you couldn't do that to the cops?
And in a statement exclusively to WHAS 11 News, Attorney General Daniel Cameron said trespassing on property does not achieve justice.